with Mac Marla.
and Christopher. Look at that. Everything's full on my account.
Everything's full. I guess I should transition. I thought we were gonna flip over to my account and get my War Troops training.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just opened it and this is where it was, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm doing.
So Christopher isn't in war this time around. We couldn't get a match.
6 hours?
I don't even think war would even be started yet.
I don't think so. I don't. I think war's probably going to be like 2 or 3 hours out, so we're probably not going to be able to war. Did you want to do some random looting and stuff instead?
Sure.
We can open some artifacts.
Uh,
I know. I'm going to go loot with your account, and you can go loot with mine.
no.
No.
Not that I. That it's
Not that you're opposed to that, but let me see. I'll let you know how far away it is. We had a really hard time matching. I was mucking around with everything. Yeah, it's about an hour and 49 away, so you'll probably have to wait and see that later.
How come there's chat in there? Oh no, okay.
It does. It shows up. It's funny like
Different. Never mind. Okay.
that. Yeah, it's funny. It works. Have faith in the system. It does. It does actually work. So you got 2 hours. I'm not sure. Did you want to train up your army at this point, or you want to just wait?
I don't know.
You want to wait?
Yeah, I should probably kill it.
Okay.
Let me kill that army.
Okay, I'll let you kill that army. Do you mind if I drive for a second?
Go right ahead.
So we have got something fun and new and exciting for you all tomorrow, and it's not even us. We have got it's Duke's. Where is it? Tomorrow at 10 p.m. Universal UTC in the Sandbox. DomiNations Radio presents the Fire Pit with its Dukes. I'm pretty excited about this. This is going to be the very first DomiNations Radio podcast. So we're going to set that up so that people can actually, go ahead and download that and listen to it while they're at the office or on their way to work or working out. Hey, it's Dukes. That's you. So there's the man, the myth, the legend. He's available for you all to harass over in the Sandbox. And don't forget, Sunday, 10 p.m. UTC. We're still ironing out some of the technical difficulties. That's not even true. I'm still ironing out some of the technical difficulties, but we're going to get on it. Marla's found something she liked, 531,000 gold. And she said that she's been having a really hard time finding any sort of significant oil.
Well, I find when you drop.
Yeah, I mean, but that is the fallacy, right? It's kind of like anything under.
But then I was. It's not that I was losing, but I wasn't getting my 5-star, so I wasn't getting any diamonds. Once I got up into. I think I was in gold too.
Oh, okay.
Or I'd have to use tactics, and
That's no fun.
yeah.
I've used tactics a few times the past week or so. Still sorting out the tablet thing for myself, and
Well, I think given that it's summer, it can wait until fall.
at least. I mean, I'm not going to stress out over it. That's certainly not the intention here. Look at that, some easy picking garrisons there. Wow.
Oh, right over that.
I've been focused a lot lately on utilizing my planes not to kill buildings, but to kill and focus on troops in order to keep your army progressing forward. And I feel that that's actually been a huge benefit to me as of late.
I feel like now all I have is tanks. And this is why I never use rifles in.
I feel like French rifles are squishy.
They are.
I'm sorry to say
They're
it.
just like.
You have some fat tanks and some squishy riflemen.
And then if you have like, if you're too tank heavy, like it's like that's nice.
It's too slow getting through a base.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could also. You said you were running the modified Greek salad comp that I used to run back when I was Greek.
Yeah.
I liked that. I don't know.
Okay.
I always thought that was beneficial for me to run. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I'm gonna go look at my mirror and see if I need tanks or not before I
Actually retrain.
Yeah.
That's wise, though. I mean, it's good to be a little bit diverse in your war comp. Yeah, so our search last night, we've got quite a few new heavy hitters. We've got Japan, who's over, I think he's just over visiting, from what I understand.
I'm actually 16. That's awesome. I kind of like these new people.
Okay. We've also got Amir, and we got Jonathan. We got who else? Of course, Pakistan. He's been here for a while. I'm not sure if I think we did. He's been here for over a week. I think he's sitting out though, actually. A little bit tied up for over the course of the weekend. But I was trying to search for a 20V yesterday night, and I let it spin for about 3.5 hours before I was like, okay, enough. I want to be able to go to sleep at some point, and I don't want to match at 2 a.m. So as a result, I modified it a little bit. I took myself out and then fired it up, and it was less than 5 minutes to match. So I thought that was good. It was me. I was the problem. Who is it?
We're in the middle of our live stream, so
Yeah, she's gonna have to wait, unfortunately. Happy birthday. Hey everybody, throw a like on the video in support of our daughter turning 12 today. Happy birthday.
This one's 12.
12.
I'm old.
Oh, yeah, you're old.
I'm old.
I think that's what I said this morning when it was your birthday. I was like, it's my daughter's birthday. You know what this means? I'm old. So she's got an exciting party planned for next week. Today was an all right day.
This week? Wouldn't you say
I mean,
this week?
technically it's next week because the start of the week is like either Sunday or Monday, depending on who you are. Most people classify the beginning of the week to be like the Monday is day one. I believe it's like accountants and stuff consider Sunday to be the
And
first
calendars. I don't know why.
I don't know. It's weird. What are you training? Is your mirror actually difficult, or is it?
No, it's an industrial age, so I can just take out my rifles and put in
your GATs and call it a day?
my lovely, lovely cats.
People always ask about GATs. GATs they're a gang. It was my wife's birthday yesterday. Oh. Thumbs down. Poor guy.
What does he mean by the in-laws?
The in-laws, like Grammy is considered to be my mother-in-law, so she would be one of my in-laws. Your auntie Samantha would be classified as one of the in-laws, my in-laws, right?
A sister-in-law.
So like
Because when you get
everybody on
Mom's side.
or his wife's side.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
No,
Happy
it's
birthday,
Ryan.
Ryan. Happy birthday, Ryan. It's the
Ryan.
squidgy one.
Happy birthday, Marla.
Hey, happy birthday, Marla. You're having like 4 this year.
I'd be okay with that.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, okay.
More presents?
So the first year you'd be 4.
That's right.
You'd be 8.
What'd you do there? Oh, that's right. You did some Amelia.
I did some Amelia.
Nice. What are you working on?
Everything.
You have 9 people hanging out. All of the things.
Yeah.
Working on your dock, working on your university. It's a university.
Always the university.
Wait. It's Duke's and it says it's Duke's there.
Yeah, because he's doing an event, so we're promoting it.
Oh!
It just dawned on you.
Fire pit? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
He is doing. Here, I'll show you. DomiNations Radio, The Fire Pit. It's going to be a podcast, so that's what he's doing. Alan says he feels like he gets 4 years older every year.
I feel like in the last 4 years, I think I've
Added
aged
20.
Yeah. I don't know.
So you're averaging 5 a year. After a certain age, it's 5 a year.
I just think it's some years.
Is that?
It's just some years that you age more.
You've been feeling good for about a decade now. Let's throw an extra 5 at this guy.
Yeah. So I have some free people. Now that I put motors back in the mix.
Mortars.
Maybe.
All right. Love you.
See, well, that's probably why my riflemen are bad, but.
But you don't use them, so
Well, I was German before, so I didn't use them.
Right. I mean, if you don't
And
have
I
a
still
shooter
don't.
nation, then there's no point in actually upgrading those.
Yeah, I bet you on my secondary, that is Korean, I have that done.
Did she leave that here? What a brat.
Either answer it or
Nope.
not.
I already did. Just leave it alone.
Okay, because she's what is that?
No, not you. 3 benefactors. Wise choice.
I don't even know what benefactors do. To be honest, most of the time I forget about this building. I rarely collect on it.
And then you go in there and you feel a little bit lost.
Yeah.
You're like, what am I supposed to be doing here?
And then I just sell the stuff that I have.
1, 6, yeah. Somebody today was saying that they felt that it had been kind of choked back as far as the number of decent artifacts that you get, and I'm like, it's kind of a luck thing. It's not. I don't think they've changed any of the math. Hence the name Grady. Great One. Lord Humongous. So if you touch sell, I'm not sure if you knew that. How were you selling them before?
Yeah, I know you can do the group sell, right?
Sometimes it's nice to just go in and take a double.
Well, because all of mine suck. Let's be honest, because I don't focus on them, right?
Infantry, range, siege, hit points. I feel it's made a significant difference in the amount of loot that I'm getting. But I mean, mind you, I have 2 slots available, so I think I've got a 21 or 22% boost on the amount of loot that I'm taking home, which is huge.
Why am I keeping this one?
You're not.
Okay, let's sell that one.
Giddy up.
This one looked, but it's all
I have one that says that, and that's the one that I just kind of keep on full time because it's. But I'm not going to upgrade it at all, right?
No, I think I like the one I currently have.
Well, now that one's better.
Yeah, that one's
So
better.
yeah.
Okay.
And then you forget which one you were looking at prior.
I
to
know,
that.
right?
All resources looted. If you don't have a resource one active right now, that's better than that one. Then that one would be all right to have activated.
I'm pretty sure I do. What do I have active?
Weapon. Oil looted and food looted. Yeah, see, I'd be sticking with the 14% oil. Sorry.
Yeah, well, that was hard to get up to too. I think for these to be beneficial, you'd have to play a lot.
Well,
or
I know...
remember that you have a building in that corner that needs your attention.
You can't just ignore it and expect it to do stuff? What?
Oh, I know. All of them were.
I saw somebody hit 2 million food and gold, or food and gold the other day. It was like 2 million of each and like 14,000 oil or something. It was ridiculous.
Hmm.
It was a silly amount of loot from one attack.
See, I'm tempted to hang on to this one for the national trade goods.
Oh, the 6%, the additional 6% chance on NTGs.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's actually a decent percentage. So I mean, I can't fault you. I think the concept is like you hang on to the ones that you want for now, and then you've got to make the decision kind of as it ebbs and flows.
But I need more oil, and I'm still having to drop metals anyways, because once I get over that like 1500 level, I don't see Enlightened Age or Industrials very often.
It's hard, right?
So I'm hitting globals. If I do see the Industrials or the Enlightened, usually they don't have very much loot.
Because they've been rolled
And
over 100
it's
times over.
like my rating comp isn't.
It's not built to take on the huge bases.
It's not built to take on a silo, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's for sure.
So, and I'd really, because I'm lazy, I'd really like to not have to drop metals.
We all want them to fix that though. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, we would. Nobody wants to have to
Maybe
drop
I'll
medals. I'd like to see them have an appropriate bonus. Got 9K oil from a global. Love the museum oil bonus. Wow.
But I'm not doing anything in my library right now, so I wouldn't even.
And that's the other thing I try and take into consideration is like how often am I actually going to need or use that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this one's good. Got 11% national trade goods at the end. Anyways.
What's going on, King D? And this is it's Dukes actually has us on some monstrous 50-inch monitor or something.
Oh my god. Oh.
That's fantastic. It's like that looks like a 60-inch monitor, to be honest, like from where I'm sitting.
Well, I can't say we haven't done it on our larger TV. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Prime time.
I don't know. Anyways, here you go, sir.
Okay. Oh, Alan's poking you. I'm gonna let you answer that.
No. No.
I like how you laughed before you answered.
No.
No.
Well, I don't know. I did a blog actually. I finally got a post up on our website. If there is incredible university reduction times, I might do the instant upgrade. But other than that, I don't see what the benefit is. I'm kind of comfortable where I'm at. So I would have more offense of stuff and don't
Global blows now.
Well, yeah.
Well, at least you're getting the wise old owl input.
I
It
was
blows.
thinking about it and I was like,
Do you really want to do that and get attacked by Cold War players? Hey,
What?
Gath.
it wasn't even that. It's like, what does global really have? I don't really have. Yeah, it's really that easy to change accounts with Android.
Sorry, King D. Yes, it is.
Yeah, go right to AA because that's where all the awesome stuff is.
I really do. I feel like it's a huge game changer going from global to atomic age. Especially with like, I don't know. I like the idea of Reduced worker sales. And that's exactly what I've always said, is that they should allow videos to actually reduce your time as well. Watch this short ad and get a 2-hour reduction on your time.
Yeah.
No?
No, it would be, because I mean, I'm thinking about it, and a lot of my university research, like, some of it gets a bit long, but most of it's under a week.
And if you were on and playing anyways,
Yeah.
and you saw you were retraining some troops, would you not go and watch a 30-second video if you knew that it would reduce the time by like 2 hours? You need TDs for tank defenders.
Yeah.
Tank destroyers, rather. My MK2's finished. That makes me happy. Woo woo! I love your tablet.
So I guess if I was in a real rush to go anywhere, yeah, I'd probably rush up to Atomic. But I don't know. So long as it doesn't really matter the age. If they're close to me in XP, I can usually take on the base. So. And I think now with troop cards, I could probably take on a resistance.
There we go.
I love you, tablet. I said it now.
I love you, tablet. There it is. There's a quick victory. If you haven't noticed, I'm full on almost everything. Because, well... Kill that quick! Quick! Ugh. That's kind of gross. I'm not happy with that.
Oh, yeah, we could totally take a look.
What are we looking at?
Lord Humongous at Sheepdogs. From what I heard, you have long ways to go, and it might be more than a little.
What?
His alt account.
Oh.
Oh, and Sheena was visiting us, and I just loved it. What did she call them? She's like, "Are you guys Raider haters?" Because
Raider haters.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. So.
There we go. I didn't think that was that bad. That was a silo base.
I thought that was awesome. Yeah, maybe.
Raider haters.
Yeah.
All right. We're finding the sheepdogs? That's what we're doing? Any? I'm not giving you anything, Felix. How you like me now?
No, it's not that much.
Sheep. Dogs.
You just get, exponentially larger.
I'm 130. 20 levels isn't that much, is it?
I think he needs 200. Because you'd have to be 220.
Oh.
Oh, no.
No. To go atomic?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, right. You can be like a 150. I took one out with my gunpowder age.
Yeah. Sheepdogs. Come on.
Roads can bump you like 10 levels alone. Yeah.
If you're very, very highly selectively upgraded, you could be ranked like 18th and take on number 1. Let's be realistic. Like if you were that selectively upgraded and only had your offense.
Yeah.
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 Now who are we checking on? Diggity.
Lord
Little
Humongous. He never gets attacked.
Like never? How humongous is he?
Humongous.
I have a hard time thinking he's humongous. He's a 199. I'll be impressed if he's a 199 industrial.
Yeah, I don't think so.
$199 global. Oh, okay, that's not bad actually. Holy, those walls, man. That is ridiculous. I somehow feel like Alan's just like, take a look at my walls. Me, 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 me.
Yeah. I'd only need to bring like 5 wall sappers to that. And raiders.
uh,
I wonder though. Anyways, we do have a event in the pipeline that I'm really excited about, but I don't think we're gonna like talk about it until Lone Wolf is coming out.
Hey, Blabbermouth, you're not even supposed to be talking about that yet either.
Oh,
we are in the works of getting. We're in the works of getting the Lone Wolf up and running. Come join us in the sandbox if you are interested in that event. We're gonna flow that right into some other stuff that I think is going to be super cool for the summer, including, of course, the Sand Pit. Yeah. I love that name. DomiNations Radio presents the Sand Pit, the Fire Pit. Fire Pit.
The Fire Pit.
The Fire Pit. DomiNations Radio presents the Fire Pit. Grab your marshmallows. The sand.
Oh no.
I have wall envy. I do too. I mean, I'm obviously I'm close to having these walls, but I'm also atomic.
The Sandbox.
The Sandbox presents on DomiNations Radio the Fire Pit.
Ed.
What else do you have going on? You need to work on your farms, bro.
Yeah, like donate to the community just a little, huh?
Yeah, well, he's got his oil rigs. They're all upgraded, so that's kind of nice. I don't know. It's been a while since I actually had to take on a global, but I mean, when I'm raiding, I'm not looking at 199s. I'm looking lower than that. I'll be honest. You want to visit? Come on over, man. Come play a visit. I do like the base design though. Your base designs have always been fairly solid. I just like how uniform it is. Like, look at how uniform that is, right? Like, it's just nice and separated, and
yeah.
I feel that makes it more difficult for people to actually pick where they want to attack from, right? Because they're like, well, it doesn't really matter what side you go in on. It does have, I mean, there's some flaws therein.
Oh.
If you were to use this as your war base, but I mean, as far as a raiding base, I wouldn't doubt that you get skipped a lot of the times. And I don't know what your metal count's at either. You want to visit? Where are you, Gath?
Look at my beautiful base, Chris.
Look at my beautiful base.
We want to see your beautiful base.
See, I've got almost the same walls. I'm getting there. If I had a worker available, I'd have a few more of those. What's my... Oh, a spy bounty. Global... I'll take it. I'll take it. A global spy any day. Not your war base.
Disorder.
Really? I thought you were all about order, Gath. I'm disappointed.
20 away from full Saladin. Wow.
20? Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. Is this one of your
You look for
insane
bunkers
bases?
and stables, then air. That's how you decide who to attack. That's probably wise.
Zal. Where are you? Not a Ninja. I love that name. They have a player named Not a Ninja.
That's awesome.
Oh, look, you're online. I don't know why. A 232 Cold War? Or 232 Atomic. I'll be impressed if it's 232 Atomic. Shows a little bit more patience. Nice. Attaboy. Good. That's a standard, like, hey, I'm a rose base. Yeah, no, that was good. Got some good gappage there. Got some good pathing. Yeah, it certainly does make the good old four corner a bit more challenging there, doesn't it? It's a nice base. And those walls.
Hey, clan.
Hi, it's Duncan. What's going on, buddy? Long time. I like it. I think that's a good looking base. Good on you for actually holding out and actually upgrading your stuffs. And you're a heavy tanker. Look at those tanks. What are those? I don't even know what those are. Those are scary, that's what they are.
Yeah.
Why do they start every once in a while and just idle? Just to make sure
To be
that they're warmed up.
scarier.
Cool base, bro. No, seriously though, good job. Good job. I do like it. This is a direct, like if you look at bases like this, that's a direct indication you don't actually have to upgrade everything to hit that 220 mark. Like, you know, Geth hasn't even finished his market. And he's missing a whole bunch of defensive upgrades, and he's already well over that 220. So obviously he understands that there's a purpose behind having defense that's, you know, fairly leveled out or relatively leveled out.
Yeah.
MK5 got him too. Oh my goodness, I love him. The patience is real, bro. Absolutely, man.
I have never used a heavy tank, but when they were on sale, I upgraded them.
And you still haven't trained one?
No.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never used. Oh, maybe once. MK1 planes and now working on MK2. 5 days till. Yeah.
What am I working on? Oh, as per our last live stream, I am upgrading my refinery. All of my wells are now in the process of going up. That kind of hurts as far as having to wait for oil and whatnot and the workers being tied up. I've got another 3 days, 3.5 days approximately. So I'm going to have 3 workers available, and then I can spend some of this gold and food that's burning a hole in my pocket. But c'est la vie. The reason that I am short on workers specifically is that I am upgrading my library. I started that immediately, like ASAP. I was like, do I want to hold off and actually, you know, go ahead and make sure that I have workers available to do blah, blah, blah? The decision was no, I don't.
Oh, look. It's my favorite lazy gamer.
Rambunctious gamer.
I'm a lazy gamer too.
Yeah, I'm a pretty. I wouldn't say I'm a lazy gamer, but you know, I hold an appreciation for a lazy gamer. Absolutely. Nothing. Like I've got nothing going on here. I really don't. Upgrades, upgrades, and upgrades, and upgrades. Oh look, I can craft some stuff. Let's craft some stuff. Arp. Let's check how the Domi gods are tonight. Range siege hit points by 1%. That woohoo! Let's upgrade that one. Food from fruit trees 1%. No. Range infantry damage 1%. No. Invading attack. I get hit by those so often. That's so worth it. And paratroopers as well.
They were cool for a while. Like, I know a lot of people when they first came out were using them a lot.
The paratroopers?
Yeah.
There's people that utilize them very well, actually. I've seen a lot of people that do utilize them, but not necessarily in multiplayer. More like, I see them more in war attacks than I do in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Gold looted, blah, blah, blah. Let's try it again. We're going to have to sell some of these before it's going to let me go on. A stiletto. Defender spawn time, 1%. Creator vase, pottery, 1%. Yeah. Daddy needs a new pair of shoes. Come on. Paratrooper damage. That's the one I was waiting on. I was holding out for that one.
You can tell that I'm also a lazy gamer, given like how not upgraded my artifacts are. And I can't remember that I have that extra building there.
Do. Oh.
Oh, well, there's a couple you're hanging on to.
I don't think I actually want to hang on to those ones though. Like, I think it just didn't mark them as new, so I'm afraid to actually select and sell them. Creator base. I just, how much time could you waste clicking on stuff in order to actually fully utilize these things? Craft. Few more of these.
Well, the most I've been able to do is like unlock one extra level.
One extra level.
Yeah.
Forced expansion cost refund 1%. Yes. All resources from hunting 6%. Nice. What am I rocking with now? I'll have to oil from oil wells. Say I've got something similar to that. Last but not least, fighter damage 1%. We'll go there. We'll sell these ones.
Yeah, there hasn't been any really good sales. Or maybe, like, not for me. There was the wall sale. I was playing a lot. And then the garrison sale I took advantage of.
Yeah, I remember you did that one too.
Yeah.
Food looted 6%. I've seen a lot of these NTG loot chance at 1%. So the fact that you got one at 6%, that actually does say something.
Okay.
Oh wow, I got a 2-star artifact. Oil from oil wells 1%. Gold from gold mines 1%. Like, come off it.
Well, it's better than a kick in the pants.
Is it though? I've had some pretty good kicks in the pants.
Wow.
So that's where I'm at though, as far as those things go. Oh, I did want to show you what I've currently got. So all resources looted are actually up to 25%. My vault interest is sitting at 11. Tech, food cost, defender damage. So nothing really. Oh, minus 11% for invading supply vehicle hit points. I do like that one. It's not bad.
But I have, since like I've returned to the game, like getting oil has been easier, and that was even pre the museum.
Even before the museum, you're gonna say that?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. I think the museum is a nice extra, but
I don't have. And what's funny is that, like, I'm the ideal target right now. Did you know that? I've got no workers available. I've got full gold, full food. You know, not a whole lot of oil, but on top of that, I have no workers to actually get rid of any of my trade goods. So I've got full diamonds. You could probably walk away with like 8.
you always got to keep one for walls.
Oh, obviously you don't.
Or you can donate to the community. That's good.
I'm waiting to donate to the community. That's exactly what I'm doing. And it is somewhat of a donation. I mean, it is what it is. We'll hand that back. I don't know what else is going on. Oh, see, there's Jay saying that oil is getting easier and your tablet's dying. Is your tablet dying?
Probably.
It's been an ongoing battle for power cords today. Oh no, you've got. Why?
Why what?
Why did your tablet just went dull? Why did that happen?
Let me see.
Let's see if we can pull that a little bit forward. I'm not sure.
No,
It did though, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It's just here that it looks dull. We thinking of going Roman for the 7 heavy tank. How was it for Koner? I never actually played the heavy tank on Koner. It was our dearest Mr. Lax that actually did that. I I like playing with the heavy tank combo, but I didn't do it as a Roman. That's duller though, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Oil production boost up to 44%. Holy snot, man, that's huge. That's monstrous. Once you get everything, yeah. Duncan, Clan McLeod. If you guys are wondering who Duncan is, Clan McLeod is Duncan. Yeah. Duncan says, I miss being the Romans. Bro hug. I feel you, man. Turn the auto brightness off.
Stop it. Listen to my fingers.
Listen to my fingers.
Yeah. Oh.
Something just happened there. Oh, because it's an adaptive display. Boy, that was like, it went super, super dark though. It was like, oh, by the way, womp.
There, that's nice and crisp.
Way better. Wasn't Connor Roman when you went to the Cold War age? He may have been. I don't think he was. No, and he's not Cold War yet. You mean Atomic? Like for the series Connor Goes Atomic? I think he might have been. Yes, he was. That's right. And I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it because I was running with like huge armies, right? So I did appreciate it for... I didn't run heavy tanks. Silly me, and I probably should have. That one loves you.
It does.
Should we get it? Whoa. Oh! I think I got him. Yeah, for Atomic, when I was Roman, I loved it. I should have run the heavy tank comp a couple of times, but I never did. I never got around to it.
Yeah. I think that's back when oil was more scarce, so it was like you cry when you lose one of those. Like, there goes a week of progress.
Well, and I mean, the other aspect was time, right? Because it takes a ton of time to train heavy tanks. So that was the biggest thing for me, is like, you lose one of those bad boys, it's like 30 minutes of sitting around.
Mm-hmm.
That was my kick in the pants. I was like, no, I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, you miss being the Romans? I was considering going something else. I
You
like
haven't
the
been liking the
French.
French, though.
Well,
The training times are nice.
the training times are nice, but it's like if I'm up against a silo base, then there's no point in having tanks as an industrial age. So,
I rarely lose a heavy tank while
oh,
raiding.
you rarely lose a heavy tank while raiding, yeah.
I lose tons of stuff when I'm raiding. Usually it's just bazookas. Usually one of my bazookas is like, no, I got this side of the base. You guys go over there.
Usually it's like everything except for my tanks.
Your tanks are the last one standing.
That's because I use rifles to support.
But you got to pick something that's like not oil heavy.
Well, yeah, no, I agree.
And if you're making it through and you got decent train times, then yeah, why not just stick with it?
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, when I used to drop medals, I used to use, like, when I was German, my training blessing to drop medals because I was so impatient.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. And I still do it.
So I could mass produce the foots.
Yoink. Now that you fixed it.
And, yeah.
Mass foot soldiers. Skank rating, for those of you that want to know what that's called. That's when you drop medals and raid at the same time via means of foot soldiers rather than actual raiders. And it works specifically well if you're a raider hater.
I just love that.
I'm at 18% on Da Vinci hit points, 0% on damage. What does that mean? That's for your... That's your heavy tanks? That's not bad. I think King Lorenzo was saying last week that he just finished that off.
Really?
Finished off his Da Vinci.
Wow.
He's been hardcore. He's been really, really liking the heavy tank combo. And I can't blame him. I mean, there's lots of people that are killing it.
Yeah.
And he said it does actually make a difference. Every one of those levels, he said, made a difference for him. Tip of the day for where the oil is at. It's between 16 and 1800. That's where it was last week.
Oh, for the globals?
For atomic age. What is that foot soldier rating metal dropping called? It's called skank rating.
Like the dance.
That's right. I don't normally hit 171 because I'm not that good.
Never danced to ska. Now you know what you do when you dance to ska.
Did this guy even have? There's no silo there. I only asked because I've screwed that up so many times. Oh, see, I hate that about this thing. Your tablet drops so fast, like when you actually drop stuff. Yeah.
I had such a bad attack. I can't remember what day it was. It was just horrifyingly bad. I think it was against another industrial age and I only got 4 stars. See, my ego's still hurting over it. Thankfully for like troop cards, and I took I think all pirates with me because I'm like, oh, I'm only gonna need them if I do something really, really wrong. And I decided to drop my tanks last, but it was like 45 seconds into the attack before I remembered to drop my tanks. That didn't go
well. I remember that attack. Sorry. Coming in late to the party, but I remember that attack.
I thought we weren't going to mention Marla's tablet this week.
Who mentioned your tablet?
I think you have like 100 times.
I have not. I have not.
It is a Galaxy. No. What kind of tablet is it?
Galaxy Tab S2.
Yeah, it's an S2.
I didn't. Oh, I guess
You
right
bet.
there talking about how easy it is to drop on her tablet. It's what I mean. That wasn't a rant, though. I mean, I was just simply saying it is very easy. I've also seen a lot of the YouTube videos. You can tell when people are using the iPads, like the higher end iPads, because all of the troops go down so smooth.
Yeah.
You stop touching my.
You get bad artifacts.
You get bad artifacts. I'm happy with the 25%, but thanks for saying. I get bad artifacts. I feel like I do get bad artifacts. See, look at that oil.
Wow.
Right? I
Yeah.
wasn't lying. That's where I'm in the place to be. 8,000 oil.
I know. I'm lucky if I was happy. I think I got 3,000 on one raid. I was like, yes.
But that's also with a 25% boost, right?
Yeah, I think mine's only at like what, 12, 13.
12 or 13%.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you want, old man? Train troops. I didn't train 1,200 troops. Yeah, well, maybe if I actually had some place to spend stuff, I might consider it. Oh, what am I doing here? I am actually upgrading my. What are these guys? My upgrading veteran bazooka to elite bazookas, EBs, which is going to be awesome. I was hopeful earlier on today because my MK2s finished. I was hoping that when my MK2s finished, my APC MK2s finished, that my elite bazookas would magically finish alongside them. It didn't happen, but I was hopeful. I was like, oh, maybe. But I'm upgrading my American simply because factory troops and airplanes. Why not? Factory troops and airplanes. I mean, if you're...
What? What level did that say?
I think it's at level 6. But look. Like, really? We've talked about this. If you're having a hard time with it, and we still do hold fast to that, coalitions are always an option. They always have been. They always will be. Until such time that coalitions are free,
yeah,
they are optional in the last Outlaws, and that's just.
And
the way
actually, yeah, there's quite a few wars where I haven't needed them.
Well, like even the last war. The last war, I was like, do I want to get them? I'm like, do I really need them? And then I looked at how many I had. Right? If you start the game 3 to 4 times without clicking on the armory, it magically also finishes the upgrade. I'm just, man, you're not supposed to tell people stuff like that. I'm not going to do that, but the reason I have a problem with that is the same as, you know, the whole like, here's how you cheat.
Well, I would have done that like 1,000 times.
All 3 of my coalitions used scrolls this week. Oh man, that would be harsh, especially if you're in one of those
I'm
places.
maxed on scrolls right now. I could give you some. I'd trade you.
You'd gladly trade them.
Yeah.
You're like, here's some scrolls I want.
Yeah. I have like.
I'm gonna do my nails.
Okay, go do your nails. We'll be done here in a little bit here.
Okay.
Find something to watch.
Yeah. Feels really nice. Comfy.
My base app right now is donated gold and food so much because I'm keeping Alliance troops safe. What? Got tons of marble. Do you want some marble? We could redo our countertops.
Yeah, actually.
Do it.
Yeah, I think it's columns.
Yeah, it's the columns.
Porcelain.
That's marble.
Yeah, those are the 2 I'm looking for. Is porcelain and marble.
Oh, did I tell you that Marco's here and he's
It's
got...
magic.
It's magic? Oh, man.
Oh.
Future note. Don't please. Marco's here. 250 coins for our troop chest. I didn't open mine earlier. So let's just go ahead and take a look. At least I don't think I opened him earlier. This is a 250 troop card. Wow. I hope. A pirate army. Greek flamethrowers. Sepoy army. Armored car MK3. Huge. That's awesome. MP army. Heavy vandals. I'm partial to the APC and the heavy vandals. Those are my, I think, favorites though, right? Now the other ones that I've been focused on for my cards anyways are the ROK armies. I've sent away on a couple expeditions to get these. I'm happy. I like those because it comes with an APC. So, you know, why not, right?
Right, absolutely.
And then,
Hey, Zaya.
oh, did you finally make it? Holy snot. A demo squad. I've had a couple of these. I think that was like an 8-hour expedition. Oh, and Drac. Hey, what's going on, guys? So a couple of demo squads. The Frontier Force. This is the one I was bragging about the other day. I do any expedition where I'm offered the Frontier Force Army, and it's usually 16 hours for me. So 16 hours, but, you know, look at these guys. Veteran machine gun level 7. Must be the rum. Veteran machine gun level 7. How awesome is that? You get 4 of them, plus you get an extra field howitzer. Right? And it comes with veteran combat engineer. That's a big one for me. So, like, I don't know. It really helps out, right? Now, was there any other ones? I obviously don't like the pirates very much.
Obviously.
I've got 17 of the pirates hanging out.
Well,
Guard.
but they're just maybe they're the party, so you like to have lots of them around.
That's very true. I've got some outlaws and some pirates and some guard chevaliers because they've got to be the bouncers. There's 8 of those guys hanging out. And pirates because
Oh.
the number of attacks that I've watched where people drop the pirates and they automatically go for the resources, and all of a sudden they make a beeline all the way from one side of the base to the other.
Raiders do rule.
Raiders rule.
I am not a raider hater.
I can't say I'm a raider hater. They serve a purpose. It's not in war. Don't even try and prove a point. Yeah, see, the lazy gamer's with me. 2 times Frontier Force card. It's like a small army. That's exactly right. That's where I'm at. If you can have 4 of those, if you have 4 of the Frontier Force, that's like you deploy 2 main armies. That's what that is. I mean, because if you think about it, that plus your generals, you're set.
I know in the younger ages, I'm sorry, I loved my raiders and they worked.
No raiders in war. See?
And my pirate saved me
Your pirate saved you?
from a 3-star. Maybe possibly even a 2-star to a 4-star.
That's too funny. I used to boot people for using raiders in war. Really? I wouldn't boot people, but I would certainly sidebar them and say, hey man, what's going on? Did you forget that those were there?
Challenge accepted.
See, and Drax just the kind of guy to, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Or is he going to do it? I'm assuming he means he's going to do it.
That's right.
There's the throwdown. And make sure that you're not anywhere that Alan can get a hold of you or he'll kick you. I donate pirates to strongholds. That's actually a really good... Yeah. Because there's lots of them, and by default, if you throw those in there... I do that with ACs, right?
Yeah.
Your armored cars are the same thing. Like, if you try using an AC in a war attack, it's just going to trigger everything. It's going to set off all of the things, and you're going to have a bad time, but... You stick them in the strongholds, and all of a sudden, they're destroying stuff.
I think it depends on the base you're attacking.
If somebody's actually clumped all those resources, you're absolutely right. You can burn through them so fast.
Especially in the younger ages, because there's a lot more resource. Like, it's more even resource to defenses, right?
Yes.
So you can get that 50% victory.
With just resource buildings. Pretty much. I mean, close enough, right?
Close enough, anyways.
Drax says he's going to use some. So
I'm going to use some, too.
Yeah. See,
It's an industrial age base.
when you say the younger ages, when you say that, what pops into my head is, like, younger ages like classical. Like classical
Even
age.
gunpowder.
Gunpowder, you think? Yeah, I think you could maybe get away with it in the gunpowder. But I think by that point, if you're actually an established gunpowder, you should be starting to kind of transition over to real troops.
Raider Nation. Yes.
All you could use are raiders. It would be funny to watch.
Yeah.
Hashtag Raider Nation. 2 field howitzers.
I should start that with my secondary. It doesn't do anything anyways. Raider Nation.
2 field howitzers and 3 armored cars. And my war TC is pretty good.
And I'll kick them if they use anything other than raiders.
Excuse me, what was that healing card doing there? You use 1 troop and 1 troop only. If you want to utilize other troops, even in your raiding, you go elsewhere. You do not raid with anything but raiders. That's why they're called raiders. Do you want to be here or not?
Historically, it was 3 troops. Howitzers, healing carts, rifles. Maybe that's why I needed a break. It just got too bland.
But I feel it's kind of ebbing back that direction, right?
You think?
On the higher end, I don't think there's that. There's not.
Or it was the heavy tank attack.
Yeah, it was like, oh look, it's another heavy tank attack. And they're difficult to do, and I'm certainly not that interested in them. It does take skill, but it was like, oh, great, another heavy tank attack, right?
Yeah, I don't
Prior
know.
to that, it was like, oh, look, it's a speed drop. Look, he's doing a speed drop with blah, and he's just
know.
sabotaging everything, and oh, there he's through.
I know. I kind of feel that way now with like my industrial age attacks.
I like your industrial age attacks because I reminisce. I'm like, oh, that's so easy. If you had to choose one troop to play Dominations for the rest of the game, which one would it be?
Gats.
Really?
Yeah. Or APCs, but I'm not atomic, so I can.
I don't know, because APCs on their own don't really do that well. So that's like, I'm thinking about that, and I'm like, and I'm thinking that you have to actually spend oil to get them back.
Okay.
I would say heavy tank, because you can do almost everything with just heavy tanks. Yeah, see, and I thought about that. It's Dukes. I think GATs are the worst. That's why we use them.
I know.
There's a hate on for GATs, and
I'm not a GAT hater either. I like GATs.
GATs are awesome.
Saboteurs.
Obviously, saboteurs.
Wall sappers.
Wall sappers. Just engineers. Nothing but wall engineers. That's all I'm using for the rest of the game. We're done. Chris, why did your war attack yield you half a star, or not even 0.5% on that base? And it looks like you only tried for the walls. Isn't that the goal? What are we doing here, guys? Obviously, saboteurs.
Bazookas.
See, that'd be a good choice. Yeah, see, bazookas would be fun. I guess the real question comes in.
But
do you have
without
to-
supporting troops, would heavy tanks get through a base?
Without supporting troops?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you do rely very heavily on your decoys and your
Okay,
planes.
so
Your plane
if I
usage
only
has to be
had
good.
one troop that I could use throughout the rest of my game playing, I'd use raiders.
You would use raiders?
Yeah, absolutely, because I always have resources.
With planes and tactics. Do you actually get planes? Because a plane is considered to be a troop. If we're talking, like, that's an entire... Yes, with planes. Oh, come on. You guys are changing the rules here. I didn't think there was planes involved. So, with planes involved, then I think by far you've just given heavy tanks, like, the outright advantage.
Well, what about APCs? Because then you could sort of protect them.
Yeah.
Or bazookas.
Geth says, always have resources and never win a war
Well,
with raiders.
I don't know if you could win a war with just one troop.
If you had an entire alliance that was using nothing but one troop, could you win a war?
Elephant archers.
Elephant archers. Man, oh man.
I want a bank account that could afford that. I don't think I'd then spend them on elephant archers.
Yeah,
though.
I think I would have a few other expenses. I'd be like, sorry, the account's kind of dry. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry. I remember I did it.
Generals.
What was it, like 2 months ago that I actually had the elephant stable, plus I had elephant troop cards.
Well, if we were going to go with just troop cards, I'd say like the impies, because they're fast.
The little impy armies.
Yeah.
They are quick, aren't they?
And they're massive.
We should make fun war raiders only. It'd be funny. We got some things in the works, Gath. I'm glad that you bring that up, because we do have some things in the works that are kind of right in line with this topic. So I would strongly advise you to get over to the sandbox.
I don't know where. Yeah. Anyways, I'll be quiet.
You don't know where what? You're gonna be a blabbermouth again?
I was.
Don't do it. Yeah, we do have some things going on, Gath, and anybody else that's interested. We've got some really fun events that actually Zaya has been in and alongside kind of brainstorming with me. So,
Would you really? All right. Sweet.
It's going to be a riot, and it's kind of along the lines of what we're talking about. It's in and around there, but we first have to focus and remain focused on the Lone Wolf Season 4. Good luck breaking my walls. So we're going to do the Lone Wolf first, but probably about halfway through the Lone Wolf, we're going to have some announcements for what I think are going to be some amazing events. If you guys missed it the first time I told you, we've got It's Dukes tomorrow, 10 p.m. UTC in the Sandbox. DomiNations Radio presents The Fire Pit.
Okay, but that's 10 p.m. UTC time.
Yeah, so I mean, you can go to if you go to your alliance, like here, if you want to know what UTC time is, yeah. Where does it say it? I think it's in here.
Huzzah!
There we go. Current UTC time. If you guys ever want to know what the UTC time is, go to your inbox and check it out there.
So
the current UTC time right here, right now, is 30 minutes after midnight.
okay, so it's like 7:30 our time.
What, 10 p.m. UTC?
Yeah.
10 p.m. our time would be in 7 hours.
What?
In 10 hours? Yeah.
That would be 10 a.m.
Oh, no, that'd be 10 a.m.
So
Minus
was
3 hours, so we're talking like 7. I don't know. I don't math very well. I'm just looking at this. Don't ask Zaya. I'll vocalize that one for
6 p.m.
you.
Eastern
Don't
Standard
ask
Time.
Zaya what time to show up.
Okay.
Yeah, no, most certainly. And I mean, Draken and Zaya have been, I think, huge benefactors to the Sandbox. I mean, their ideas and whatnot and their participation is greatly appreciated. I'm loving where we're headed with some of these ideas and events. So, Alan says 20 hours. Thanks, Alan. Don't ask Zaya. I can't say that enough. So that's where that's at. What else is there on the other fronts? I think that's about it. That's all I got.
I didn't see much going on in the farms.
Oh, man, oh, man. Drac, I said, don't ask Zaya.
Anyways.
Yeah, well, I mean, stay tuned. I'm sure Marla will probably record her attack maybe for you guys later on and throw it up.
Throw it up.
I know, I just ran that through my head. I was like, she's going to throw it up.
Yeah.
Don't throw it up. Put it up. Place it up. Gently, softly. Place it up on YouTube. In the cloud.
Yeah, there was. In the mailbox, wasn't there?
Has there been any info on an event to obtain a legendary artifact? No. Don't leave the stream and you are good. Just don't leave the stream and you are good.
Yeah.
Cool. Throw it up, Marla.
Oh.
You guys. All right. Well, I think that's about it for the evening. We are going to run away. Wish Marla luck in war. Don't forget to throw a like and subscribe and click on that little bell. Come find us in the Sandbox for the cool happenings, including the Lone Wolf. Tune in tomorrow for It's Dukes.
Let me just do a little link to the Sandbox in case you're not there. So you can join us for the Fire Pit tomorrow.
Click on About.
A boot?
A boot.
Because that's how I'm supposed to say it.
We're Canadian, and that's how we say about is a boot.
Throw up a little.
What's the fire? Why do you keep asking? I'm taking over.
Okay, take over. It is through the Sandbox. It is DomiNations Radio, and
There it
it's
is.
Dukes will be hosting it. It's a 1-hour podcast. I don't have the details on the content.
We don't have the content. We're not allowed to have the content. It's restricted to It's Dukes. Come check it out tomorrow, 10
There you
p.m.
go.
UTC.
If you're curious, you have to be there.
That's right. As always,
Or you can listen to it later, because that's the
that's
idea of it.
That's the concept of a podcast. So I'm pretty stoked.
So,
Ryan, what do we say?
Keep your sticks on the ice and have a good time.